Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 216 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
This is the Zodiac speaking.
And we're your hosts with the Post. Every week, Christian, myself, or your listeners select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. And this week's topic, as chosen by us, is serial killers.
That's right. Freaking Toucan Sam. Tony the Tiger, all those bad guys out there.
Oh, brother.
Thanks, folks.
I wish there was a co-host killer out there right now. Good God. Truly awful. Now, Christian, what exactly is an actual serial killer? Can you define it for the good folks at home who are unfamiliar with words?
I sure can. So I went over to the website, the Simple English Wikipedia. Found this. A serial killer is someone who murders several people at different times. The victims are usually people the serial killer does not know, and the killer commits his crimes to get a certain kind of excitement or other feeling. They usually have no practical motive, such as robbery or revenge. Serial killer first became a commonly used phrase for this kind of killer in the 1970s. This was a result of crimes of people like Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. Jack the Ripper is thought by many to be one of the first serial killers that many people knew about, even though his victims were killed long before the phrase was invented.
Mm-hmm. Great. Yeah, that sounds about right. They were so popular back in the day. They really were all the rage. People seem to really be into them. And they seem to be having a good old time back in the... It's just such a 70s vibe, isn't it?
Well, you know,
70s,
so
80s vibe.
The idea is that because back before we all had a mini computer in our pocket and we were being tracked constantly, and the fact that the interstate highway system was relatively new at that point, that people could kind of just drift around and just off people and then drift out of town again, and nobody really knew. So, yeah, you don't hear about serial killers much these days anymore, you know?
Yeah, the good old school shooters kind of took over.
We went from serial killers to mass killers, and just doesn't have the same kind of... You don't get the same zip from it.
It's not as sexy for some reason. It's funny to think about interstate system being like new and people just sort of like driving along it just to be like, isn't this crazy? I get to go from one state to the other like pretty damn quick.
Isn't this crazy? I think I'm just gonna start cutting co-eds heads off.
Yeah. So it was Dwight D. Eisenhower's fault for approving this interstate system is what I seem to be getting at here.
Really weird that you knew under which president. That's cool.
Yeah, well, I'm just a very intelligent guy.
You know what? No one's going to argue with that one. Oh, boy.
Just every teacher from my schooling days. Now, normally at this point, we'll have one of our listeners who chose the topic explain why they chose this topic, but no listener chose this topic. I chose this topic.
You did. And why did you choose the topic?
That's a great question, Christian. I chose it because Jeffrey Dahmer is all the rage right now. I keep seeing all sorts of stuff about him online. There's a Netflix TV show that is very popular. Never seen a second of it, never will. But it seems to be very exciting and interesting to people. I feel like, though, and maybe this is just me conflating several different things, but this feels like the 9th Dahmer thing that's popped up movie-wise or TV-wise in the last 7 or 8 years.
No, you would not be wrong. He has been the subject of many films and television shows and all sorts of different stuff.
He's definitely an interesting topic, and I get the interest, and especially in serial killers in general. It's a very fascinating topic. Now, there are a lot of people who get a little too excited about it, which I believe will be a focus for a lot of posts in this week's episode.
That's right.
Before we get to that, though, while it may have been me that chose the episode topic, you, the listener, can actually choose an episode topic as well. And there's a couple different ways to do that. Christian, how can someone choose an episode topic for this great podcast?
Sure. Well, there's the first way would be going over to patreon.com/report this post and joining at the mod level for $10 a month. Now, you stay a patron for 3 months, and then I will reach out to you and you get to pick an episode topic. Or you can join at the admin level at $25 a month, and you wait 2 months, and then I will reach out to you and pick an episode topic. Now, along with getting to choose an episode topic, you also get the full episodes of every single show and a bonus episode every week. So you're actually getting double becoming a patron. So check that out. There's some other stuff you get to. I don't remember. I'm not going to open up another tab. I got 4 open right now. That seems like a lot for this. So
yeah. And the Patreon episodes are better than the free episodes. There's literally zero doubt about it. People are saying it left and right now. Whenever we bring it up, and then folks will go on the Patreon and say, that's right, now, this is better than the regular episode.
Fair. A lot of our listeners will agree with whatever we say, which probably isn't great, but well,
that's even more reason to join. You can be a part of our wonderful cult.
The great community we have built over there on patreon.com/report this post.
Yes, there's several people that love to say how much they are angry at the episode topic, or had to turn an episode off because they were around friends or family or coworkers. Some people accidentally took the headphones out of the jack and it started playing, and they were mortified, very deep ashamed, and public embarrassment. Some people straight up could not finish certain episodes due to the nature of the posts and their vileness. If there's any Vegas odds, I would say this episode would be up there for episodes that you might have to turn off just based on the topic. So I'm not sure. I think we're going to find out here pretty soon. Are these posts truly horrifying?
Wow.
I say we find out soon.
Okay, I will say let's find out after we discuss the other way you can get a topic, which is
what was the other way? What was the first way you said? Oh, Patreon. That's right.
We can also, hey, if you don't want to join Patreon, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to, that seems pretty dumb to not want to become a patron of ours.
Be a real big old asshole not to do that.
You can go ahead and head over to reportthispost.com, click on the buy topic button, and just go ahead and it'll tell us what you put your credit card info in, you pay for it, and then it tells us, oh, this asshole wants this for a topic.
Yeah, let me go to reportthispost.com right now and make sure the website is still, yes, it is. There's a big button at the bottom of the website. It's a very small website. So you'll just see it says buy topic on the store. You click on that, and it says, oops, product could not be found. All right. So let's go ahead and fix that. Let's, you know why? Because you remember we had that sale thing.
We did, yeah. So for 11 months, that link's been.
You know what? That might explain why we haven't had a whole lot purchased recently. Yeah, not once did it occur to me to ever click on this thing.
Holy shit.
You know what? Also, how about this? By the time you're listening to this, not only will that button be fixed, but, and this is breaking news to Christian, we're going to be doing a 50% sale again on the episode topic. Just like we did 16 years ago when I updated the website last time.
So actually, you may not even have to update anything at this point. Cool.
So now, Christian, you have some homework to fix that, the store link. I have homework to fix the website link again. And but yes, 50% off the episode topics over on the reportthispost.com for the holidays only, unless one of us forgets to turn that off, and then it'll go indefinitely.
I think we did happen last time too. Oh,
like
brother.
6 weeks later, we're like, the sale is continuing, everybody. Great. Cool. Reportthispost.com. Hey, why don't we go ahead and read some posts now?
Oh, is that what we're going to be doing? Okay.
Yeah. Good God.
Hey, you talked about that whole Dahmer show. I did watch it, by the way. I'm a real slut for prestige TV.
What'd you think of it, buddy?
It was fine.
All right.
It was a Ryan Murphy production. It really did have a smack of American Horror Story to it.
I don't know what that means. Exactly.
Oh, boy. You are lucky. Hey, a Reddit user went to the subreddit or Ask Old People, subreddit, to find out what was your reaction when you found out about Jeffrey Dahmer. And a user, Midnight Skylar 886, replied, Gen Z here. Don't know if that qualifies as old people, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I just felt sad for him for what he had to become. I don't know why I felt deep sadness for killers. I just want to hug him. I'm not saying what he had done is right. I feel for the victims' families as well. It's just something I find a lot of serial killers intriguing, but I also feel so interested in how their minds work, and I can't stop obsessing about it. When I found out about him and started watching the series on Netflix, I almost cried for him. I could relate and felt the same when he felt pain and lonely. This was the most downvoted comment on the thread.
Yeah, not only because of the insane nature of it, but yeah, Gen Z here, like, hey, the subreddit is Ask Old People. You're 18. Your name is Skylar, which is possibly Gen Z name, or like a blonde lady from the 60s.
A blonde lady from Breaking Bad. That's right.
Oh, yes. You know what? I didn't even think about that, but you're right. That actually, it somehow manifested itself in my brain. Yeah. So nothing to do with the thread question. You're too young. I'm guessing this person just searched Jeffrey Dahmer on Reddit.
Yeah, and this was just going through and just commenting on. Yep.
Yeah, probably said a lot of similar things as well.
Love that Jeffrey Dahmer.
Love that Dahmer. Hey, here's one from Reddit. I'm in love with Jeff Dahmer. It's a feeling so intense. I just want to hold him. I hate his crimes, but I wish I could have saved him. I get extremely jealous from the attention he's getting from the Netflix show and the documentary, as I've been obsessed with him for over 5 years. I wish the course of his life had been different. I can't even watch true crime content about him because it makes me devastated. Here's another thread they made over there on Reddit. I like a guy that's quiet and unemotional until he's had a few drinks. I like a guy with a lot of pent-up issues and secrets. I like him to be somewhat maladjusted and cynical. I yearn for a gentle monster who's deep down a sweetheart looking for love. I want to fix them so bad. I want to heal them.
Okay. All right. So this poster has it. They have a type for sure. Yep. Okay. Like a guy that's quiet. I mean, and unemotional to his future. That would be anyone born before I don't know 2003. I think.
Yeah, that's. I'm adjusting my tie and slicking back my hair right now. I am the gentleman caller this person is looking for. Pent up issues and secrets. Ooh, madam, you are in luck.
Oh boy. This is one of those weird things that, okay, obviously disturbed individual, right? But when somebody says that they get jealous of the attention that something they like is getting because they liked it first, that is such, I love that shit. I love that shit.
Really weird.
Well, it just reminds me of, like, guys, it's like the whole, oh, you like that? You're wearing a band t-shirt, name one of their songs. It's like it's in the same vein as that. But this happens to be somebody who learned about Jeff Dahmer 5 years ago. So
right. Yeah, I was into him way before everyone else. Like, he was in the news 30 years ago.
He died like 20 years ago, right?
And how did he die?
Another inmate smashed his head to pieces with a barbell.
Nice.
I mean, if you're gonna go, yeah. Hey, spoiler alert for Jeff Dahmer's murder.
Yeah. If you're still watching the show, Jeff Dahmer, he got hit with a dumbbell. Hey, no pain, no gain. Not sure if that applies here.
I think it works. Great.
This holiday season, we'll be giving thanks to our friends over at Manscaped. Everyone loves turkey and stuffing, but you'll love looking like dessert with the help of Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0. Folks, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming have blessed you with the ultimate Thanksgiving dinner topic. And no, it's not Kanye West or climate change. Tell your in-laws about your new cutting-edge ball trimmer, then gift yourself or the man in your life the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Trim your butterballs by going to manscaped.com and use promo code REPORT20 for free shipping and 20% off.
Think your holiday spread is good? It's time to give thanks to Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0, or as I like to call it, the perfect package for your package.
You do like to call it that,
yeah. Inside, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, their Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Think of it as a cornucopia for your balls. Mm-hmm. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It also gives you the ability to turn on the 40,000K LED spotlight when needed for a more precise shave. Plus, it's waterproof. The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker to chop your worst weeds up in top of your nose and ears. This nose and ear hair trimmer uses a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual blade system, to provide proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes.
Obviously, Christian, we can't forget about Manscaped's liquid formulations. The Crop Preserver ball deodorant and Crop Reviver toner spray are like the pumpkin pie and ice cream after Thanksgiving dinner. The holidays just aren't the same without them. And as if this wasn't enough, it's time to do dishes with Manscaped's shower products.
Mm-hmm.
Lather some of Manscaped's refined body wash on their brand new signature body buffer and give yourself the lather and rinse your body deserves. Lose the loofah and exfoliate your mates. No hygiene routine is complete without Manscaped's signature deodorant as well. A couple swipes of this and you'll be feeling oh so crisp.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, folks. Manscaped is the ultimate life hack to get your lady to go gobble gobble.
Get 20% off and free shipping with promo code REPORT20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use promo code REPORT20. Be thankful this holiday season for the best gift of all from Manscaped. Your balls
will thank you.
Hey, similar thread. This got posted over on Facebook by someone. I may get some backlash for this, but I just have to say, I just finished the Dahmer series on Netflix, and the last episode was truly amazing. Now, hear me out on this. Yes, he was a monster, cannibal, or whatever you want to call him. But you need to see the big picture. His mother was taking a multitude of pills. He raised himself. His mother and father gave up on him, and his grandma was too old to comprehend what was actually happening. Because let's be what grandmother thinks bad of their grandchildren. But the last episode really stood out to me because at the end of his senseless acts, he never denied he did it. He never denied he wasn't crazy or never needed help. He knew he was a monster, but once in jail, he found someone he could talk to and help him, and that was Pastor Ratcliffe. He sat there and told Jeffrey about Jesus and how he could be forgiven even after Jeffrey said, I don't think I deserve forgiveness for what I've done. And the pastor said, that's the thing about grace. We don't deserve it, but we get it anyway. I truly believe he got saved right then and there and is in heaven with Jesus because no sin is greater than the other in God's eyes.
Oh, man. It's just one of those. You don't really have to talk about serial killers being like in heaven or anything like that. Like, it's just a take that you just don't need to put yourself out there as having, you know.
Don't get me wrong. I think the guy was terrible, awful, terrible, irredeemable, but he was saved and he is in heaven.
But yeah, he is up there in heaven with hanging out with Hitler and
Yeah, right.
Hendrix. Hitler, Hendrix, and Dahmer have a three-piece band together right now. They are rocking out, man.
Heaven has a heck of a band, or you know?
Yep. Well, and the Dahmer is also providing the catering, which is a real problem.
Hey, does anybody know? We keep losing cherubs. Does anybody know where these guys are going off to?
Oh my god, they find cherub bones in Dahmer's freezer.
In his freezer, made out of clouds, because as we all know, everything in heaven is made out of clouds.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's a tough assignment for that angel that has to find that and be like, well, it is heaven, so this is what you want. Okay.
I think we have our own Netflix series that we could do here, where like Angel Cops.
Well, it's I'm just thinking it's an unofficial sequel to Dahmer, where Dahmer's in heaven, and it's just like a sitcom. Walks
Jeff
in,
Dahmer
slams the cloud door.
It does sound like a sitcom character, though. He sounds like the neighbor, like that nobody likes. And I guess in real life, he was the neighbor that.
Famously, one of the least liked neighbors of all time. Well, there's been some bad neighbors over the years, but man, he kind of took the cake on that one.
Oh, this is a fun one already. This is good. Great.
This post is also from Facebook. Do not watch that Jeffrey Dahmer movie. I repeat, do not watch that movie. Do not open your home, your family, or the atmosphere of your home up to that filth. I too had started watching the series earlier and was unable to finish because it felt, quote, off. The reason that so many have said that they felt so easy watching it is because of the demon operating behind it. Listen, I literally was just in a dream where the Holy Spirit allowed me to see the demon that was in operation. I saw him in the dark. I smelled him. I heard him. He literally was on the floor, crawling on his hands and knees towards me and my children. Mind you, my children were not even home or even with me when I watched this. Thank God that even in my dreams, I knew to call in the name of Jesus. I literally woke up in a sweat, still saying Jesus out loud. And the first thing that I heard was, warn the people to guard their gates. Do not be naive. I wanted to show you the demonic forces attached to this movie. This movie is not just a movie. It is a portal to open up your home to evil and defouling entities. Guard your gates, because those spirits will be looking for a home. If not for yourself, guard your gates for your children. Guard your gates for their hearts and minds. If you are like me and you started watching, do not finish. If you finished it, pray over and anoint your home with those babies as well. In this time, we must remain vigilant and not forget that the enemy is cunning and his only goal is to kill, steal, and destroy even the mind. I hope this makes sense. And if you don't take away anything else from this post, please remember to guard your gates. So all that was in caps.
Yeah.
And every sentence had about a half a dozen exclamation points after it. So all in one solid chunk of a paragraph. Whew.
That is
guard your gates, folks.
That is a very long not run on, but just a very long statement. And I know that I said that the Dahmer in Heaven sounded like a TV show, but I'll tell you what, a demon entering your home through a TV show sounds like a great premise for a TV show. I think let's get that going on.
Yeah, it just sounds like The Ring or in some way, right?
Okay, so we're gonna make a nobody make The Ring again for like a sixth time or whatever, because we're doing something with that.
Well, I guess if we did a mini series That's the thing now is like, that movie you liked 15 years ago? Well, guess what? Now
Guess
it's a
what?
TV show.
Now it's a TV show, and it's super long and really
It's
annoying.
and it's everything is so dark. There's lots of slow motion to really drag things out. There's a narrator with a dry, dull voice. That's just what prestige television is nowadays, folks. So enjoy this. It's The Ring. Don't know how you can stretch it out for 6 seasons, but damn, we're gonna fucking do it.
It happened again.
Can someone please get rid of that freaking tape already?
Can we seal the well? Can we get maybe just throw the tape in the well, then seal it?
Anything we can do? No.
All right. Hey, The Ring coming to Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Someone went to court to ask what makes some women attracted to serial killers. Mm-hmm. And a lady named Leah replied, 1, he is the ultimate bad boy. Women in general have a strong desire to be with a bad boy. Anything that is masculine turns women on, and the rebellious, the impunity to the law, the defiance, the making your own rules and being your own boss really appeals to women. No one is tougher, harder, stronger, or more masculine than someone who is violent and flouting every law of man and human decency. 2, there was a severe trauma in childhood, usually sexual abuse, that caused her to be attracted to men who want to harm and victimize her and other people. 3, they are vicariously living out their own fantasies of revenge and murder through him. Some women are passive and do not act on their own wishes and choose a man they can live through vicariously. 4, once he's caught and apprehended, he is behind bars. Women who are attracted to inmates like the control they have. You are always in the driver's seat when he's confined because you know where he is at all times and know he has no one to lie to and cheat on with you there. 5, they are deeply narcissistic and have a lion tamer's complex where they think they are so brilliant and special, they alone can cure a man who is irredeemably evil. She thinks she is a wizard. An anonymous user replied to all this and said, these women are idiots.
Just really lay it all out there point blank. Why a little TLDR on your answer there?
Let me sum this up for you in a couple words. You're all stupid.
Broads are dumb. Yeah, I mean, this lady's pretty much spot on. It is a weird thing that certain gals are into. Seems like every serial killer that goes to prison eventually marries some lady from outside.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's a great way. There's always going to be broads they're in love with a guy behind bars.
Yeah. Dahmer wasn't his thing though necessarily. So that didn't seem to happen.
I believe he had girlfriends when he was
he did
in
have
prison.
girlfriends?
He did have girlfriends in prison, but they mostly just to send him money. So
well, that's the best kind of girlfriend possible.
Hey, you know what?
Dahmer,
not
good
wrong,
on you, buddy. This guy's smarter than I thought. You got to eat dudes and get money from women. But what more do you want? Some guys have all the luck.
Yeah, right. Lucky bastard.
Great. I found this post on one of my new favorite subreddits, which we discussed in last week's Patreon episode, I believe. It's called Are Empaths for folks who identify as an empath, which is the opposite of a sociopath, I believe, officially.
But it's been now co-opted by people who feel like they can feel everybody else's feelings.
It's co-opted by ladies who, when they cry at a sad movie, they think it's because they're an empath. So here's this post. It's very interesting. Are serial killers secretly empaths? I ask this because from my point of view, it seems like you'd have to have a lot of empathy and respect for someone to take someone's life. It's not something that you could just do without considering or feeling something towards the action. So part of me feels like serial killers are actually some of the most empathetic people out there, and that they really feel what they're doing, but they kill because they feel like they're helping to take this person out of this terrible world. It's kind of heroic and brave to me, honestly. And some of my idols have actually become serial killers ever since I adopted this ideology. What do you think? A now deleted user said this: I think that cookie cutter molds should be destroyed. An empath is one who can sense another. What they choose to do with that is up to them. They are not bound by some preset sense of moralities or limitations on their actions because, quote, someone else has said limitations. I have hunted for years. I use the empathic reception daily. Back then, often when tracking prey, and at the critical moment, I was leveling the sights upon the cerebral cortex, I would shut off input and output and become the unfeeling, swift, precise hand of death. Then I would go collect my food item, clean out its innards, remove its skin, and take it home. Just because someone else who can sense others has limitations cannot work themselves past a certain point or feel restricted in their actions, it does not mean that another who is equally receptive will feel the same restrictions. The presumption that we all react the same way was given a specific stimuli is excessively flawed in its premise.
Great.
Okay. So this guy is well, I think we have two serial killers on our hands here in this subreddit.
Okay. All right. Not only are empaths annoying online and another classic tale of here's something I'm interested in, I'm going to weave it into every single thing that I post or anything whatsoever.
Absolutely.
But they, at least according to this guy, can transform into the swift, precise hand of death, which is
just not what I picture with empaths. Those with lots of empathy, typically.
It sounds like some sort of sword you would pull out of like some other dimension when you're ready to like kill a bunch of goblins or something. Like I need the precise hand of death to.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, not a good thing to talk about how you like to hunt prey on a serial killer post either.
You know what? But he probably got some DMs from that. Some lady was like, oh. She's like, this guy gets it.
My is wet, which of course he could sense. So
that would be such a good bit for somebody on Twitter to be like, just have a bio that's like, I'm an empath, and then just like randomly DM women like, I can sense your pussy's wet, and it's like, oh my god, that'd be a good bit. Nobody take that. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna see if it works.
Now, what would an empath be?
No, nope.
Nope. All right, we're going to stop right here because we're going to finish the rest of this episode over on patreon.com/reportthispost. That's right. If you enjoyed this first 20-ish to 30-ish minutes of the episode, you'll be happy to know that there's about an hour extra of this one over there on patreon.com/reportthispost. Head over there. And all you got to do is subscribe for $5 a month. You'll get every single full episode with dozens of more posts a month, plus an additional bonus episode every single week. Unbelievable. This is literally millions of posts that we read on the air every single month. Possibly billions. I have not counted. In fact, I can't count. I'm actually illiterate as well. But irregardless, patreon.com/reportthispost, and we'll see you over there, and God bless.